Welcome
to Sour
Sweet Review. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going on a car ride, so hopefully, our speakers. Let me fix the audio for you guys. 1 second. We're mic'd up.
Mike.
Should be better now with like the car background noise. So we figured today that while we're in the car, we're enjoying this beautiful car ride, we would discuss or update you guys on some of the new TV shows that we've been watching. One of them is going to be an ongoing thing. We're going to make it a series, and we will probably be reviewing each episode as it comes out because it's still being released.
Comes out every Tuesday. We might do it every Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk about it.
Very excited to talk about it. So the name of that show is Paradise, and it is on Hulu.
Yep.
Hulu. And it's basically this new age apocalyptic. If you've seen Black Mirror, it gives off that kind of vibe. There's so many twists and turns. Murder happens. It's kind of like a whodunit, futuristic, apocalyptic type of show. And it really sunk us in and really made us super invested into the show after the first episode. So we are currently caught up with all of the episodes that have been released, which I think is three episodes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Episodes.
What were you going to say?
Just 3 episodes.
Okay. And so, like we said, they come out every Tuesday. So be on the lookout for another video from us, kind of doing a deep dive on that show because we're hooked. Absolutely obsessed. Could talk about that this entire video, but we're not going to. We are going to discuss another show that we just watched this past week.
A limited series.
A limited series on Netflix, and it is called The Perfect Couple.
Yep. Perfect.
It has Nicole Kidman in it, and then what was the other guy's name?
I don't remember his name, but he was Sabretooth Wolverine.
He was Sabretooth and Wolverine.
He looked like Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista.
Not Dave Bautista.
It's not though. But they do a favor.
We had a whodunit type of kick this past weekend, so it was definitely a whodunit type of TV show. 6 episodes showing you just all the details in the mystery. We got to put our Sherlock Holmes hat on. One of us proved to be Sherlock. One of us proved to be Watson. We'll let you decide who's who.
One of us figured out who the murderer was in the first episode, and the other one did not fully figure it out until it was being revealed in the last episode.
But it was a great discovery. It was great writing.
Yeah, so just to give a breakdown of the plot and just to expand upon what Caleb was saying, it definitely was a traditional, typical whodunit. And basically you have this wedding of these young, lovebirds, and the wife's best friend is there, and she is a firecracker, and she's a spitfire, and you either hate her or you love her. And apparently she was a lover of someone that she should not have been a lover with or of.
Yep.
And that ended up costing her life, which causes them the bride and the groom to cancel their wedding. It's in Nantucket, and so it's very swank, very affluential family. And so basically that entire island goes on lockdown, and all of the guests of the wedding, all the wedding guests, I don't know why I said it like that. They are told by the local cops that you cannot leave Nantucket, you cannot leave this little tiny island, you have to stay here until we find out who committed this crime. And so the next 6 episodes take you on this thrilling, engaging, captivating discovery of figuring out all of the side quests, who has relationships with who's cheating on who's
Spoiler alert. It's everyone.
Listen, apparently, although swank and posh, no one could keep their hands to themselves. Everybody that is featured has such depth and dynamic to their character and have such rich backstories. It's really, really well written. And even though it's a traditional whodunit, the lengths that the writers went to make sure that everybody had their moment for you to understand who they were as a character, and the character development that was built into the show was really well done. And for it to be a limited time series, it felt like enough was given to make you, I don't know, it didn't leave you wanting more, but in a good way. And
Well,
go ahead.
Spoilers too. At the end, I wish they would have just went in more detail of like, what's everybody doing?
I do agree with that. So once you get to the end of the episode, or like the full series, we get a small check-in on the bride and another main character in the show, but that was it. And it was very, very minimal, and it was just kind of like a nod to everything that took place. And I do feel like, because of how much they packed into, I believe, 6 episodes,
Yep.
I do wish that they would have given a more robust update on everybody else who was a part of this really good, enticing mystery. I will say there were some like side quests and other relationships that we started to see that I feel like, because it was a limited time series, they didn't give them as much attention. And it wasn't many. There was just maybe one in particular that I felt, well, no, there was 2.
Yeah.
That I felt like could have been explored more, and, you know, we could have received more details about it. Just because I feel like that would have kind of connected some dots that I felt like were left as loose ends.
Yeah.
With the wrap of the show. Now, it wasn't bad. It wasn't really pertinent to the story, but it was almost like, well, if you were going to leave this dangling, you shouldn't have included it in the first place, if you know what I mean. Like,
What was the point?
Yeah, what was the point of including that this person was having an affair with this person if we weren't going to understand, like, why, or the backstory, or why does it matter that these 2 people had this, like, instant connection if you're not going to elaborate on, like, what that actually meant for them, and kind of give more details into, like, was it just a random encounter? Did they see each other again? So there were just a couple of side quests or rabbit holes that I felt like we could have spent more time, or the writers could have spent more time, you know, actually fleshing out. And then I will say, just as a critique, because that's what we do, this is our review channel, it's sour, it's sweet. I will say overall this one was pretty sweet though. One thing that I was really not a fan of is, once it was revealed who actually did it, that was very, very rushed. And obviously their motive for committing the murder was quite clear. It was pretty black and white where that was concerned. I do feel like there was more that they could have done to amp that up. They could have heightened it. They could have. It was almost
in your face.
It was in your face, but it was almost anticlimactic, especially because the rest of the plot was so well written.
Well, if you didn't guess it so early, it would have been that.
I don't know.
It was
Maybe.
still pretty dramatic to me.
I don't think it was.
I didn't suspect the person.
But see, I grew up watching like movies like this though.
That's true.
And so, like, I've seen some really bad ones and I've seen some really good ones. This one wasn't bad. It was like, I don't know. If like mediocre is a 5, I would give this like a 7, right? So of like the reveal of who actually did it. It wasn't awful. It wasn't, you know, okay, obviously type of thing, but it was, for me at least, I feel like there was more drama that could have went into like actually revealing who did it. And then I would have wanted to have seen like, what were the repercussions? Like, what was this person sentenced to? How many years in jail did they have to spend?
Was it just community service?
Was it just community service given their social status? Like, what came of this person? You know, we could go into more, but it would be like really big spoilers, and we don't want to spoil it for you guys because there's so much more we want to, you know, speak to directly. But I guess that's kind of like the fine balance of giving a review of something that's relatively new. You know, if we were reviewing something old, like when we did our Frozen review, obviously by this point, if you haven't seen it, sorry. But that was okay with giving more of like the actual detailed nitty gritty plot of the movie. But we don't want to ruin it for you guys. We really want you guys to go and watch it. It was such a great watch. And honestly, it took us I can't remember how long the episodes were, but let's say each episode was an hour, then it took 6 hours exactly to finish it. It wasn't like something that took weeks on end to finish. It took a weekend or a day or two. I think we started on Friday and we finished it Saturday.
Yeah.
And that's with me like going to work and stuff and us taking care and, you know, watching the baby and taking care of her. So it really was a good, like, you can just binge watch it and then be done with it. And again, that's kind of like the pro and con with these limited time series that, you know, these networks and providers are putting out now, is because you can absolutely cram a lot in, more than you could into a movie that may just be an hour or two long. And you don't have to drag it out as long as you would have to if you're trying to do a series that you want to get multiple seasons to. But there is a fine line, and I do think that they walk that fine line with this limited time series
Pretty well.
I feel like they walked that fine line very well, but there were some, just a couple, if I'm being nitpicky, a couple of subplots that I feel like could have used some more massaging out to make it more robust and well-rounded. Would you agree?
I would.
So,
Sorry, it's an accident.
oh no, you're fine. We're driving. We're actually headed to try Raising Cane's for the first time. It's new in our town. We want to see what it tastes like and not give it a rating. But we're not going to do that on this channel. We are going to do it on our TikTok. So if you would like to see that review, I'll make sure to include the link to our TikTok page down below. So you can go check it out if you would like. And then, have you tried Raising Cane's? Or better, oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Swig? Oh, is that place off that Mormon show with the drinks?
It's a thing.
No, it says Swig.
Swig?
SWIG, drive-through. Swig.
Swig.
That is. That's that place with all the drinks off the Mormon show.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 separate reviews. We're going to try Raising Cane's, and we're going to come back through and try Swigs. I wish I would have known, because then you could have turned right here.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, we're just going to make this a full review day. So
Wow.
check out our TikTok to see our review on Raising Cane's, and then maybe we'll do the review of Swigs as a short on YouTube or something.
It was the car extension. People coming
To Swigs. Wow, we have 2 new wow. I mean, they're getting our town in order, honey.
They are.
So the quality of like the mystery itself, I'd give it, I'm gonna be the sour one today, guys. I'm gonna give it a 4, only because I did figure out like who did it in the first episode.
I'm gonna say 7, even though it was just a little slow.
Okay.
I did miss the first episode.
Okay. Quality of the plot,
Quality of the plot.
of the just overall, not like the
6.
6. I agree with the 6. I think it was a really good watch. Is it something that I would say that we would probably like watch again as like a repeat? Probably not. Like, you've seen it once, you're good to go.
We tried to show it to her parents, and some of the scenes made a bit more sense. Some of the characters, the reason why they acted the way they did, make more sense. But other than that, it was
Yeah. If it's like you can't find anything to watch, you need something for like background noise, for like rewatching it, I would, maybe put it on again. Whoa! Do you see that?
Series that
Do you see them all?
No.
You look to the right.
I can't. Well, it was over there.
It was gone.
All is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You're welcome.
Okay, so we did plot, mystery, would we watch again, and then just as a final rating, out of a scale of 1 to 10, how high would you recommend this show to other people to watch, if that makes sense?
I'll say 5. We recommended it to your parents.
Okay. I would say I would give it a 7. For like if you should watch it, like my recommendation, I would say a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have a free Saturday or Friday or something, or after work, you just want some time to kill, I would suggest
mystery
it.
in your life.
Yeah, just a little. It's nothing like gory, nothing. You know what I mean? It's nothing. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
It's nothing that's gonna, ruin it. But
Sure.
we're just gonna. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is our review of The Perfect Couple on Netflix. Sometimes our reviews are sweet.
Sour.
I'm very sour right now. That this
You'll
was
see why on our TikTok video.
maybe
We made it to
bloopers.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, thanks for driving with us to
We're
Raising
here.
Cane's. Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for talking with us. Thanks for hearing our review, and let us know if you have seen The Perfect Match on Netflix or if you plan to watch it. We would love to hear your thoughts and go back and forth on sharing some of our opinions on how they could have improved the show. All right, we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.